Well, when accidents strike either at home or on the go, your first line of defense against bacteria is typically to be equipped with a first aid kit that can help stop an infection right there in its tracks. How quickly and efficiently you tackle a wound really does matter. And so here today to kick off a series of segments offering first aid advice is Steve Keogh, CEO of Pharmacline, a national pharmaceutical leader offering topical penetration technology designed to help prevent and treat a wide range of disease-causing bacteria. Welcome to you, Steve. Good to see you.
Thank you, Danielle. Great to be here.
So glad you're here this morning. My son had a really bad cat wound, so I could have used your products last night. But I want to ask you, though, why are Americans at an increased risk of infection?
Well, a lot of different reasons, but primarily there's disease states such as diabetes or prediabetes. Maybe they're taking some drugs, some immunocompromising drugs where they just are much more vulnerable. And then there's just a wide range of other reasons. Maybe the medications that they're taking cause them to get sick easier,
right.
etc.
Yeah, a lot of things going on there. Let's talk a little bit about First Aid 101. What is the proper way to care for a wound?
Well, you want to stop the bleeding, clean the wound, and treat it with some antibiotics, preferably some hypoallergenic antibiotics like we provide, fast-acting.
I like the fast-acting aspect of it.
Yeah, we have Teseclin, Diabeclin, and Teseclin Plus that really do a great job. But then once you get the antibiotics on there, you want to probably cover the wound, depending on where it is. Sometimes just getting air is good too. But and then the final step is always keeping an eye on it.
I always want to watch it. That's true. I joked with you offline, we have so much antibiotic material in our cupboard and cabinet. 3 boys under the age of 10. We need all the help we can get. That's why I was so glad to learn that you were here this morning. I want to ask you, though, when you talk about having a first aid kit and you talk about having kids in the house, it really is advisable, is it not, to keep those kits away from the kids?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's so critical to take the prescription drugs out of the medicine cabinet that everyone can get access to and put them in someplace safe, away from the children or the teens, maybe in a locked drawer or maybe in the top of the linen shelf, something like that.
You know, the great thing about your product line, honestly, is that these antibiotic ointments really help heal wounds, which I love, also helps prevent infections, as you talked about a little bit earlier, which I think is so important.
Yes, and the technology is so fascinating. We take basic tetracycline and revive its original capabilities by having a great delivery system that penetrates down into the tissue, goes right through the cell walls and the bacteria, and kills fast and very effectively.
Fast? How quickly?
Very quickly. Very quickly and very effectively. And it's an over-the-counter product.
It's over the counter?
Yes.
No prescription needed. What is the typical length of treatment?
Generally, it's less than a week. For the minor cuts, scrapes, and burns that we're approved for, we see very rapid healing. But the important thing is make sure that the wound closes before you stop treatment.
Okay.
And that way, no bacteria will get in there. If there's any in there, it'll be killed.
I love that. Any typical side effects that we should be worried about?
We've seen none.
No side effects?
None.
Very good. Let me ask you, out of curiosity, I'm not one of those people that'll look in somebody else's medicine cabinet when I'm over for dinner, but I want to ask, what's the one thing that you would say that most people's medicine cabinets don't have?
It's surprisingly simple, Danielle. On the inside of the medicine cabinet, there should be a little list there, and it should have the poison control number for your area. It should have your doctor's phone number, the emergency number, and the nurse's hotline. That is the most common missing element across the country that can save lives.
I have to tell you, it's missing from mine, so you've educated me this morning.
Glad to help.
Thank you so much, Steve. Good to meet you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Tim.
And if you want to learn more about Pharmacline's line of first aid products, simply go to the website. It's pharmacline.com.